As we approach October, it's time for Match Play Golf 2023. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for this webinar, TAPS Match Play Golf 2023. My name is Brian Buntsmeyer. I'm the Executive Director. I'm joined today by Associate Director Steve Prudhomme, Associate Director, Director of Compliance Robert Huckabee, our Athletic Director Steve Fahulan. Behind the keyboard, Will Dixon, and the man that makes it all happen, John Skis, our Media Director. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar in preparation of next week's tournaments. Well, while we're standing here, why don't you jump over and let's go to the webpage, www.taps.biz. You're going to click on Athletics and then drop down to the word Match Play Golf. That's the Match Play Golf landing page. While you're there, you're going to see the TAPS Golf app webinar. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Tournament information for Waco and Glen Rose. And then the most important thing that you're probably looking at today, the 2023 tournament pairings. That will give you your schedule of competition when you arrive at your golf course. All right, Will bounces back there to the webinar. And we're going to move one more down. And it's going to be boys Division I and Division II teams.
All right, thank you, Brian. We're excited this year. We have more teams than we've ever had before. That's why we're at 2 courses. We've got multiple divisions. Those are posted there on that Match Play Golf page that we looked at earlier. We'll look at that again in just a minute. Our boys Division I and II teams are going to be at Cottonwood Creek again this year. Our boys teams in Division I listed there: Antonian, Trinity Christian Addison, Kelly High School, the Woodlands Christian, St. Thomas High School, and TMI. You will be at Cottonwood, along with our next group, boys teams Division II, Lutheran South, Fort Worth Christian, St. Pius X, Central Catholic, St. Michael's, and Concordia Lutheran. That will be our boys teams Division I and Division II at Cottonwood. Also at Cottonwood will be our Diamond Division, our girls division. Those teams include Lutheran South, TMI, Ursuline, Antonian, Fort Worth Christian, Trinity Christian Lubbock, and Providence Classical in Spring. Those are our entries that we have. We're excited about this group. I'm going to pass it off to Steve. Tell us who's playing at Squaw Valley. Steve?
We have boys Division 3 and 4 going to be at Squaw Valley Golf Course again in Glen Rose, Texas. We're excited about that. We love that course. We have taken the boys Division 3 and 4 and we've divided them into 2 groups. Boys Division 3A, you can see there, is going to be Hill Country from Austin, the Shelton School, Trinity Christian Lubbock, Liberty Christian, and All Saints Episcopal from Tyler. In boys Division 3B, we have the Geneva School of Boerne, Cypress Christian, All Saints Episcopal, and that will be their A team, Veritas Academy, and Midland Christian. In boys Division 4, the A division will be Allen Academy, Covenant Academy from Cypress, Weatherford Christian School, Rose Hill Christian School, and then the B team from All Saints Episcopal from Fort Worth. Boys Division 4B is going to be the A team from All Saints Episcopal in Lubbock, Coram Deo Academy from Plano, Providence Classical from Spring, Xavier Academy, and then the B team from All Saints Episcopal in Lubbock.
Now on to our basics. At Cottonwood Creek, and the same will be said for Glen Rose, it is okay if the schools want to come in the day before and you want to schedule and pay for practice rounds on the Sunday. When you arrive, all teams will have access to range balls first thing in the morning. You'll also be fed lunch each day. There'll be carts available, one from TAPS, one per team per coach, and spectators and additional individuals can rent a cart either at Cottonwood or at Squaw Valley Golf Course. Be the same thing. At Squaw Valley, we'll be sending more information, but they allow you to reserve your cart a day in advance, and that's in Glen Rose only. Moving on to the schedule. October 2nd, we will have registration and check-in beginning at 7:30 in the morning. We ask everybody to be there as close to 7:30, ready to go as possible. We'll be able to go over information, rules at that time. And at 8:30, we'll have a shotgun start at both courses, and we'll be working through our pool play. That'll be 3 9-hole sessions the first day, so it'll be 27 holes on day one. On October 3rd, we start at 8:30 with a shotgun start again, and this time we'll be playing 18 holes. The pool assignments have been determined by the number of entries, and again, the shotgun start assignments will be grouped within a 3-hole stretch to allow coaches to keep up with all matches. And now moving on to school rosters.
All right, thank you, Steve. We need to know who is coming to this tournament. So first off, school rosters in rank 1 in your golf eligibility roster. I know every year when you, if you participate in our championships in the spring, you enter your students under golf. There is a separate place to enter your students in rank 1 that is called Match Play Golf. So for this tournament, make sure in rank 1, everybody on your golf eligibility roster is in Match Play Golf, not regular golf, but Match Play Golf. If you don't have that tab on there, reach out to our office. It should be on your list of activities you can check in rank 1. If you're the golf coach and your AD normally does this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, reach out to your AD. They can help you. If they need help, Kelly Bay in our office can help you with that. We need all your students in rank 1, okay? Also, there's the TAPS Golf app. All students must be included in the school roster in the app. We're going to talk about that a little bit more here in a minute. And then your player assignments must be made in the app you're ranking. On site, we'll be using that for our scoring. So make sure you get your students in the rank 1 eligibility roster, and then make sure you get them in the golf app. Moving on to the match rosters. If you look at the school teams, you can have up to 18 members. We'll be playing 5 per round per match. You will each team will submit your 5-player, your names for each match. In other words, when you go in, we'll send you email information on this between now and the tournament. But when you go in for each of the 9-hole rounds as a coach, you're going to rank your players. You're going to seed them 1 through 5. And that's how we'll do the matchups. The number 1s play each other, the number 2s play each other. We'll do that before we begin each round, but you need to have them in there on your roster, and then you need to rank them for us. We'll give you more information on that later, but just be prepared to do that. If you've used the app before, you already know you're ranking them that way anyway, but that'll be critical for our match play component that we have them ranked 1 through 5 so we can match them up correctly. Coaches, you can make changes in your playing order between the rounds, between the individual matches. You can mix up your numbers. You can add some of those extras you might have. You can change it up, but not during the round, only between the rounds. So once you've turned that into us and you've told us, yes, I've got mine in there, they're good to go between the rounds, we'll be sitting there at each courts. We'll do the pairings right quick so they'll match up so they can keep the scores. But we can't do any of that if you don't have them in there on that roster and you don't have them ranked for us. So make sure you get that taken care of. TAPS Golf app. Hey, Will, let's bounce back over. There is a YouTube training video that you can go that will help you with all the information of how to enter your students in, how to get in there as a coach, how to do all that. And as Brian mentioned earlier, that is on that Match Play Golf website page on our website, that very top blue button, TAPS Golf app webinar. That's a very helpful thing. There's a lot of great tutorials in there as well. All right, Steve, talk about scoring.
Okay. Well, the scoring is going to be very important and very different in the fall than it is from the spring. The scores must be kept in the TAPS Golf app, as Robert mentioned, and again, it was a wonderful experience last spring to use the golf app. It kept everything in order. It'll be our first time to use it with Match Play Golf, but if we can keep up with the app, get everybody in there, it'll be very helpful. Scores shall be attested by both players at the conclusion of each match, just like we did in the spring. So you go in through the golf app and you have people scoring each other, and you go through it like that. If a match is tied after 9 holes, we play 1 extra hole to try to break the tie. If still tied, then the match ends in a tie. So again, we'll make 1 effort to try to break that tie, and then at that point, we're going to move on. Okay, Steve?
All right, as far as playing rules are concerned, obviously this is going to be a little bit different than you do in the spring, so it's probably a good idea for you to check the rules out and to share those with your contestants. Using, obviously, USGA rules of golf and then the USGA match play rules. Look at Rule 3.1. 4.2. And then also go to our TAPS bylaws, section 166 to 167 for the TAPS golf rules and how they apply to match play golf. Obviously, local course rules apply. You'll be able to use range finders and those kind of things. As far as coaching is concerned, same rules as last year. The schedule, you can find that on our website, and then look for the format of match play golf. But as far as coaching is concerned, remember that you can only coach from the green to the tee box. This is the same as we do in the spring. There should be no coaching from your spectators. Your parents, they can clap, they can say good job and those kind of things, but they shouldn't be making any comments that might be construed as coaching. If you have rules questions or applications, really important to resolve those conflicts before playing the next hole. Your coaches, you can assist those issues as it only affects the two players in that match. As far as water and food, really encourage your kiddos to bring that along so that they can access that, but you may provide them as needed through the match, especially if it's an extra hot day. Just make sure that you don't walk up there and start talking to them about some coaching points at the wrong time.
As we move forward and we talk about the weather, it's going to be hot. Lows in the 70s, high in the mid-90s with a very light breeze. So be prepared. Make sure your kids have their sunscreen. They've got their water drinks. You may provide water and drinks throughout the round. But also make sure they eat before they play. Every now and then we get the young man, young woman that wakes up and decides they didn't need to eat today, and they're going to go out and try to play on an empty stomach, and that's not good for any of us. So be prepared for warm and breezy as we head to both Waco and to Glen Rose. Will, do me one more favor, and let's bounce back to the website. That's www.taps.biz. We're going to go down to athletics, and then we're going to jump down to match play. So click on athletics. If you haven't been to match play, jump on down to match play golf. Again, the TAPS golf app is sitting there at the very top button, followed by tournament information for Waco and Glen Rose and our pairings. If you need that invoice, if you haven't paid us already, click on the invoice. Fan information will be updated to keep you going right where you need to go, give you the contact names, the contact phone number, and the location of each of the golf courses. We'll be putting information up on TAPS Golf. You see it over there on the right-hand side, tweets from @TAPS_golf. Make sure you follow along there. We'll have more information coming out about that as we go forward. Also, we'll have on-site John Skis, our media director here at TAPS. Hopefully, each day he'll be at one side or the other. We'll get some good pictures to go along with some good play. We look forward to being there. Well, as we go back, let's finish it up. Again, if you need to contact us, jump on info @taps.biz for our email, 254-947-9268. That's going to be the phone number. www.taps.biz is our website, and we'll continue to update the Match Play Golf page as we go. Again, as we get ready for Match Play Golf 2023, we appreciate your taking time to watch this video.